Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to chat with you guys a little bit about one of the biggest scams in the fitness world. And we hear coaches say this, you'll hear other fit pros and influencers, or whatever you choose to call these people, will say things like, oh, you're not losing fat because you're not eating enough calories. Okay, and that's complete nonsense. That is actually debunked. We have enormous amounts of scientific data showing that that is simply not true. Simply not true. There is no point where a human being stops losing body fat because their calories are too low. Now, that being said, there are a lot of really good reasons not to drop your calories too low. Right? There's a lot of reasons. Shall we go down the list? How about losing muscle? There you go. That's real high on the list. If anyone's trying to get into shape, losing muscle. Muscle loss is never desirable, even for health purposes. Even if you don't care about being jacked or strong or anything else, losing muscle, which sarcopenia, is associated with poor health. Right? It is associated with poor health. It's associated with everything from higher risk of diabetes, cancer, hip fractures, bone density, injuries, all these things. And you burn less calories. In other words, the more muscle you lose while losing weight, the lower your maintenance calories will be later when you finish dieting. In other words, it's going to make regaining fat even easier and faster to do, which is again, not the desired outcome. It's real high on the list. Number two, you're going to feel like crap. Right? If your calories drop too low, what happens? You feel bad. You have hormonal issues, right? In many cases, it absolutely causes a crash in a lot of hormones in your body. Everything from thyroid hormone, conversion of T4 to T3, lowering testosterone, lowering estrogen, all these things that you need. And four guys chime in, oh, I want to lower my estrogen. No, you don't. Why would you want to lower your estrogen? It's required for muscle growth. It's required for sex drive. It's required for health. It's required for bone density. It's required to have a good lipid profile. Why would you want to do that? Okay, estrogen is not a female hormone, just like testosterone is not a male hormone. Both have them. They're just at different ratios. So don't even start with that, because you're going to lower your testosterone more than you're going to lower your estrogen. Again, not desirable for your health, your mood, your well-being, anything else, your energy levels. Right, you're going to have less energy. You're going to have less energy, therefore you're going to train less. So when you drop your calories lower, you're also going to burn a bit less calories. Not saying you stop losing body fat, because you won't. But you're going to burn less, you're going to have less energy. Generally speaking, it's better to move more and to eat a little bit more. You're going to feel better doing it. It's going to make the dieting less miserable. Right, so as calories drop low, we get lethargic, we get sluggish, we burn a bit less. And I want to note, it will never be so low that you stop losing fat. It's just that if you ran calories higher, you could have more activity, feel better, have better muscle retention while losing the same amount of fat. Okay, that's the point. And there's nothing wrong with it. If people are telling people to do this for these reasons, like, look, you can lose the same amount of fat eating more food and feel better, right? Eating more total calories. Okay, that makes sense. How about another one? Lower calories go, the harder it is to get all your nutrition. All right, this is already one of the big problems with the whole flexible dieting and if it fits your macros crowd. My God, running a calorie deficit while eating junk food. Most of the people who promote this have clearly never been fat, and they clearly do not coach obese people or formerly obese people. That's blaringly obvious. Yeah, you're in a deficit. Get 20%, 30% of your calories from Pop-Tarts. Yeah. Don't even get me started on that. They have never coached anyone who's been fat. These are skinny people trying to use skinny people dieting methods for fat people. The success rate's not going to be very good there. As you guys can tell, I'm not a fan of the flexible dieting zealots. I'm not saying it doesn't work for the right people, but for the majority of people, it's not going to work. I'm going to say at least half. But over to the point. Calories go lower, it's harder to get all your vitamins and minerals you need from food. And no, a multivitamin is not a substitute. Yeah, because your food intake's lower. It's just harder. It's easy. Like, people don't realize it. They'll say, oh, Americans, they eat these bad diets. They have all these vitamin deficiencies. No, usually not. And if you're eating enough to get fat and you're including at least some fruits and vegetables in your diet, you probably are not deficient. Realistically, you probably don't have any major dietary deficiencies. If you do, it's an absorption issue. But when we start cutting calories down, yeah, we can run into the deficiencies. Which again affects your health, will affect your energy, affect your recovery. So, again, there's a lot of problems with running your calories too low. And there's good reasons to tell people not to do it. So when I make this statement, I am not endorsing people run really low calories. What I'm speaking out against is the deliberate lies and bullshit, because that's what it is. There is no scientific basis for the idea that your metabolism slows down to the point where you stop losing body fat if you run really, really low calories. No. In fact, you'll lose weight faster. And I even have some friends who try to promote this adrenaline theory. Oh, well, the body's running on adrenaline. No. If your body was highly stressed and you were burning more adrenaline on the low calories, you would lose weight even faster. That would cause you to lose weight quicker because you're going to chew through more muscle tissue. You're going to burn more muscle for fuel on top of just the fat. So the scale's going to go down faster because because a kilo or a pound of muscle has less calories than the same weight of fat does in it. Right? So you burn through 5,000 extra calories of muscle, you're going to have a larger scale weight drop than you will from fat tissue. Because again, the energy in it. So when you start burning muscle for fuel, the scale drops even quicker. So there's your other problem. A lot of these ideas are centered around, well, the calories go lower and you lose weight slower. No. You'll lose weight even faster. You'll lose water faster. You'll lose muscle faster. Again, undesirable. But you don't stop losing body fat. Every study that's ever looked at it, like any of the starvation studies, what do you think they found? They never stop losing body fat, no matter how long they stay on the starvation level calories. All right, this is what the research shows repeatedly, consistently, when people are observed and their calories are tracked by the researchers. Not when they track their own calories. People gain fat when tracking their own calories on 1,200 calories all the time because they're eating 3,500 and calling it 1,200. Again, there are studies showing that this happens and why. We know why it happens. It's a form of psychosis from trying to run too low of calories. Okay. But when it really and truly is those amount of calories and it's being accurately tracked, you never stop losing body fat. Problem is that you have a lot of side effects and problems with it. You don't stop losing fat. You never stop losing scale weight either. And that's the big kicker. So a lot of these people who are making these claims, well, it'll blunt this and that. No. The actual things you're describing, you would actually lose weight even faster. The scale will go down even quicker. Like when you're running a large deficit, you do something crazy like 1,000 calorie diet, the scale will never stop dropping. It will drop rapidly all the way until you look like a skeleton. Till you look anorexic, it will not stop dropping. Okay? So it's just simply not true. And again, you want further proof outside of the scientific data? Look at any third world country that's starving or in a famine. They're all skinny. Every single last one of them. This is a scam. It's a scam. It might in some cases have good intentions, but it doesn't make it any less of a scam. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.